And then the rest is sort of history. That's really when it took off, then you're saying.
It really launched us. I mean, we did really well at that tournament, but at that time, that's when they switched to the 52 300.
Right.
And I believe D Marini was the bat of choice at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and still D Marini still makes a great product right now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we know how hard it is to make a great product, so
Yeah.
hats off to everyone and for them improving as well as
Mm-hmm.
time has went
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah. And so then you also have the DNA Legacy, which sadly I don't have one here, but
Jeez,
but that one has
jeez.
a 1 ounce end load.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you go that when you swung the OG DNA? Did you? I think some of those came with the end load, right?
They did. I started out with a 30.
Okay, a 30 ouncer. Okay, with
Yes.
an end load, or was that? Did you do the mid load
Um,
or?
at that time, we were basically doing all the weighting based off of the knob, end cap, FIB,
Okay,
right? Because we wanted that mid load feel.
okay. And for
So,
those who don't know, FIB means floating inner barrel, so it's a barrel within the barrel.
correct. Yep. So that's what we would do. We would just wait it out by that.
Okay,
But yeah, I started with a 30, which is weird to say now because I pick up a 30 now. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is heavy.
right.
But started with a 30, and then for when I was tired, I had a 28. And then a couple of years went by, and I started with a 28, and then had a 27 for when I was tired.
Okay,
And now I think I'm at a 26.
okay,
And when I'm tired, I go down to a 25.
okay. Yeah, you're willing to. Will you do that mid game if you need to? If you're just or mid tournament or?
If I feel that my hands are just a little laggy and I'm missing it by half a second, I will do that.
Okay, yeah.
So
Will you change also like the load of the bat? Like, will you move from an end loaded bat to a mid load, or are you only wanting to change like the weight of the bat?
so that's a little bit more tricky when it
Okay.
comes down to it, going from an end load because of the way that I think you hold it the same way like this,
Yeah. Yep.
right? And then knobs in the palm, right?
Yeah.
So if we're holding it like that and you have an end loaded bat, you're used to timing it with a flick, right?
Yeah.
So your end load is predominant every single time with the handle flex, and that's how it kind of marries together everything.
Yeah. Okay.
So I believe if your hands slow down, that you just need to drop down to a half or an ounce lighter, but still with an end load. And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
then if there isn't that option, like a 25, I'll just go torch or gangrene or something. But then in that certain instance, I would probably try to go oppo to get the
Hmm.
hands working with the weight of the bat instead of flicking and then hitting off the end cap.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So tell us, you obviously help a lot of people try to discover a bat that's good for them, and you guys make many variations of bats, the way it's loaded and weights and such like that. Do you feel like there's any aspects, as you've talked with people over the years, of considering a bat that you either feel are one either overrated, people put too much of an emphasis on it, that's really not going to matter too much, or are there things that are underrated and they just people don't really think about certain aspects?
Mm-hmm.
Does anything come to mind in that?